Hi, hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see about 5th SR, a day in 2889 of an American journalist. Summary. The setting of the story is the office block of the managing editor of the Earth Herald. Characters involved: Francis Bennett, Edith Bennett, Cash, Corley, Arrow Coachman, two young men. Problems: they are indifferent to the presence of each new marvel. To them, all seems natural. Your views? It is a futuristic story written in 1889. Can they duly appreciate the refinements of civilization in our days? Can they understand the advance we have made? Let's get into the story. Main characters: Francis Bennett, managing editor; Edith, wife of Francis Bennett; Cash, astronomical reporter; Corley, astronomical reporter; Gandhi, New Planet, Earth Herald, world's largest newspaper. Introduction. The author explains the life on Earth after 1,000 years and that the daily activities of a normal human will be assisted by machines. For example, the author envisions that traveling will be made easy. In this story, the office block of the Earth Herald, the world's largest newspaper, is illustrated during the year 2889. Francis Bennett and his office. One early morning, Francis Bennett woke up bad tempered because his wife Edith had gone to Champs Ellis 8 days ago. He switched on his phonotelephone, whose wires led to the house he owned in Champs Ellis. The telephone, completed by the telephone, was another of their time's conquests. From yesterday, vision could also be transmitted along with speech. Bennett blessed its inventor as he saw his wife appear in the telephotic mirror. Her voice and face changed his mood. He went into his mechanized dressing room. Within 2 minutes, washed, shaved, showered, dressed and buttoned from top to toe on the threshold of his office. The day's work started at the reporter's room. His 1,500 reporters with their telephones were speaking the news received from the four quarters of the earth to subscribers. Besides telephone, all reporters have commutators which allow communication on telephotic line with visual signs. Bennett questioned one of the 10 astronomical reporters, Cash, about the recent discoveries in the stellar world. Cash replied that it was phototelegrams from Mercury, Venus and Mars and nothing from Jupiter, since the Jovian signal could not be understood. He added that even results from the moon was not possible and one can't blame optical science though moon was 600 times nearer the Mars. Corley, another reporter, said it was the inhabitants, which was refuted by Bennett, who said the simplest way was to turn the moon round and find out. Bennett Scientific Lab. From then on, the scientists of the Bennett factory started working on turning satellite. One of the Earth Herald's astronomers had just determined the elements of the new planet Gondini, and Bennett was delighted at his accuracy. He wanted the reporters to pass on the news to the subscribers immediately. The broad gallery for such a journal as the Earth Herald bought in an average of $3 million. Luxury life of Bennett. When the clock struck 12, the director of the Earth Herald sat in a rolling armchair and reached his dining room half a mile away. The table was laid before him, and in front of him was the phonotelephone. The couple had arranged to have lunch at the same time, see and talk by phonotelephone. Francis Bennett was one of the subscribers to the expensive society for supplying food to the home with 1,000 varieties through pneumatic tubes. He was finishing his coffee in solitude when Mrs. Bennet appeared in the telephone screen after work. He then sped past to his accumulator works at Niagara by the aerocar at a speed of about 400 miles an hour. Below him were the towns with moving pavements which carried the wayfarers along the streets. He returned by way of Philadelphia, Boston, and Newark to Centropolis, where his aerocar put him down about 5 o'clock. The waiting room of the Earth Herald was crowded, awaiting Bennett to return. New researches of Bennett. He chose carefully among the different proposals. The best was a young man whose broad brow indicated intelligence. He told Bennett about the elements estimated at 75, now reduced to 3, to which Bennett told him that it would reduce to 1 in 3 weeks if he had money. He knew for sure that he would have discovered absolute and the resultant a human being without a soul was confirmed by Bennett. The young fellow was assigned to the scientific editorial department of Bennett's journal. A second inventor had the idea of moving a whole city in a single block. As a demonstration, the town of Saf, situated 15 miles from the sea, would be transformed into a seaside resort. Francis Bennett, attracted by this project, agreed to take a half share in it. Francis Bennett sat in an easy chair in the audition room to hear the proposal. Pressing a button, he communicated with the central concert. He was charmed on a series of delicious harmonico-algebraic formulae. Time for family. During his meal, phonotelephonic communication was tuned to speak to Edith. Edith told him that she was leaving to Centropolis the very moment by tube. He confirmed her arrival at Centropolis at 11:59 p.m. according to Centropolis time. These submarine tubes travels from Paris in 295 minutes than the aero trains traveling at 600 miles an hour. Francis Bennett felt tired and went for a bath before going to bed. He touched the button and got ready for bath. Conclusion. This story brings out the fact that as long as humans aspire and work hard, there will be developments and innovations in this world. Smoke free vehicles and machines that would instantly do what you desire will come forth. Therefore, humans will achieve maximum heights in the field of science and technology. Thanks for watching. Subscribe the channel if you like the video.